All right, so many side events have taken place right here at this pavilion since the beginning of COP27, which started on the 6th of November and will be rounding off on the 18th of November. Today, we had side events from NOSDRA, that's the National Oil Spill Detection and Response Agency. We've also had side event from HYPREP, and the message here is what these agencies are doing back home in Nigeria to mitigate the impact of climate change in their areas of operation.
Thank you very much. The focus of the side event was to showcase the efforts of HYPREP at mitigating the impacts of climate change. The core mandate of HYPREP is to restore all impacted sites. And a good number of the sites that we are working on were mangrove eco-sanctuaries. These mangrove eco-sanctuaries have been completely despoiled by oil spills. So what we do is to restore these sites through mangrove revegetation. We remove the oiling from the sediments and then replant mangroves. The ultimate aim of this is to mitigate the impacts of climate change. Mangroves are known as tropical plants that have 5 times the capacity of sequestering, removing carbon dioxide from the atmosphere, 5 times more than any other tropical plant. And so by restoring eco-sanctuaries, mangrove eco-sanctuaries, and replanting mangroves, we are actually contributing our own quota at mitigation of impacts of climate change.
All right, so what do you say to your critics who think that the UNEP report, is being slowly implemented, that HYPREP is not moving with the speed that is expected in restoring?
Yes, I agree. More can be achieved. But I will again say, it takes 9 months to birth a baby. No matter the urgency, if you're in need of a child, you can't get it in 3 months. It must be 9 months. What people don't understand is that what they actually see is preceded by a lot of planning and pre-activities. For instance, before these mangrove eco-sanctuaries were restored, we had to do what is called a SCAT survey, shoreline cleanup assessment techniques, which takes time. The entire area is gridded, 200 meters by 200 meters. We go into each grid to look at the degree of oiling, to look at the nature of the geology, this sedimentation going down deep, and then we do chemical sampling, then characterize these various sub-environments. Actual work go in day by day in a very difficult working environment.
We have seen that through satellite, we still have some super emitters of gas in the oil and gas industry in Nigeria. And what that speaks to is the fact that we need to focus attention on these companies. I did say in my closing remarks here today after our presentation that what we did in 2003 as a ministry, we can go back to it. And how did we do it? There was a quarterly presentation of gas utilization master plan by each oil company in Nigeria. I remember the companies as follows: Shell Petroleum Development Company, Total Energies now as it is now, then Total Exploration and Production Nigeria Limited as it then was, Chevron, Mobil, ExxonMobil, all these, and then as well as a Nigerian HYPREP company. All these major IOCs did make promises. In our own case, in NOSDRA, we have recommended what we want the oil companies to begin to do. And thank God this is November. By the end of first quarter, that is March next year, we expect the first meeting of the oil companies and the regulators, both NUPRC, NOSDRA, Federal Ministry of Environment, to watch them and see what have they done and then what next stage are they going to do. That's what we are going to follow up effectively, so that there will be no hiding place for any oil industry operator.